There's nothing quite like it, is there? That feeling of warm water cascading over your shoulders at the end of a long day. It's more than just getting clean. It's a ritual, a private moment of peace in a world that never seems to stop moving. It's the steam rising around you carrying away the worries of the day. It's the gentle hum of the water, a sound that has comforted us since we were children. In that small space behind a closed door, we find a sanctuary. It's a place to think, to breathe, and to simply be. For so many of us, this daily ritual is a small but profound comfort, a moment of predictable tranquility. We step out feeling refreshed, renewed, and ready to face whatever comes next. It's a simple pleasure, one we often take for granted. We associate it with safety, with warmth, with care. It feels like one of the safest places on earth. But what if I told you that this daily ritual of comfort, this private sanctuary, could be hiding a silent switch? A switch that, if flipped, could threaten the one thing we value most as we age, the one thing we've worked our entire lives to build and protect, our independence. It's a shocking thought, isn't it? That the very place we go to feel safe could hold a hidden danger. This isn't about fear-mongering. This is about knowledge. It's about understanding that true safety comes not from avoiding life, but from understanding how to navigate it wisely. Because independence isn't just about living on your own terms. It's about having the dignity to make your own choices, the strength to perform your daily tasks, and the freedom to live without being a burden to those you love. That is the treasure we are guarding. My name is, and I want you to think of me as a friend, a silent guardian. Today, we're not just talking about health risks. We're talking about protecting our future, about ensuring that we remain the captains of our own ship, steering our lives with confidence and grace. The thesis for our time together is simple but powerful. Mastering the safety of your daily shower is not a chore. It is a powerful daily act of defending your dignity and preserving your independence for years to come. In the next few minutes, we will unmask the 3 hidden dangers that can turn a simple shower into a risk for stroke. And more importantly, I will give you a simple set of golden rules. These are practical, easy steps to turn your bathroom back into the sanctuary it's supposed to be. This isn't about fear, this is about empowerment. So let's begin. Unmasking the 3 silent threats. Threat number 1: the blood pressure roller coaster. The first and most immediate threat operates like a sudden roller coaster ride that your body is forced to take without warning. Let's call it the blood pressure roller coaster. It all starts with that wonderful feeling of hot water on your skin. Imagine your vast network of blood vessels as tiny, flexible highways. When the heat from the shower hits your skin, it sends a signal for these highways, particularly the ones near the surface, to widen. This process is called vasodilation. In many ways, it's a good thing. It increases blood flow and helps your muscles relax. But it also creates a significant consequence. As these vessels expand, the volume of your circulatory system effectively gets larger, while the amount of blood inside it stays the same. This causes a sudden drop in your blood pressure. For a young, healthy person, this drop might be barely noticeable. But as we age, our circulatory system changes. Our blood vessels can become stiffer, less able to adapt quickly to these sudden changes. This is where the danger lies. A sharp drop in blood pressure can mean that for a moment, not enough blood and oxygen reach your brain. The result? That sudden feeling of lightheadedness, dizziness, or seeing spots. It's a feeling that many people dismiss as just getting up too fast. But in the slippery environment of a shower, that moment of dizziness is the moment your independence is on a knife's edge. It is the precursor to a fall, the very thing we all work so hard to prevent. This phenomenon has a medical name that's important to know. It's called orthostatic hypotension. It's the technical term for a drop in blood pressure when you change position, like from sitting to standing. Heat dramatically worsens this condition. And for millions of seniors who are on medication for high blood pressure, there's a double risk. These vital medications are designed to lower your blood pressure. When you combine their effect with the blood pressure lowering effect of a hot shower, you can create a perfect storm. The medication is doing its job, but the heat from the shower can amplify the effect to a dangerous degree. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a gentleman named John. He's 72, has his blood pressure well managed with medication, and looks forward to his hot shower every evening. He steps in, feels the warmth, and relaxes. As his blood vessels expand, his pressure starts to dip lower than usual. When he reaches down to pick up the soap and stands back up, that change in posture, combined with the heat-induced low pressure, causes a severe dizzy spell. The world spins for a second. He instinctively reaches out for the wall, steadying himself, his heart pounding. In that terrifying moment, John realized how close he came to a life-altering fall. That is the blood pressure roller coaster. It's swift, it's silent, and it's a serious threat to our senior independence. Threat number 2, the thermal shock. The second silent threat is more subtle but just as dangerous. It happens in the transition. We'll call it the thermal shock. You know what happens when you pour hot water into a very cold glass? It can crack from the stress of the rapid temperature change. While our bodies are far more resilient, they experience a similar kind of shock when there's a large difference between the temperature of your home and the heat of your shower. This is especially true during the winter months, or for those who shower late at night when the ambient air temperature in the house has dropped. You step out of your warm living room into a chilly bathroom. You undress, and for a few moments your body is exposed to the cold. In response to this cold, your surface blood vessels constrict or tighten up to conserve body heat. It's a natural survival mechanism. But then you step into a steamy hot shower. Instantly, your body is hit with the opposite signal. Get rid of heat now. Your blood vessels are commanded to do a rapid 180 to dilate and expand as quickly as possible. This abrupt switch from extreme constriction to extreme dilation puts an immense strain on your entire cardiovascular system. It's an invisible battle happening inside your chest. Your heart has to work much harder to manage these chaotic signals and sudden changes in blood pressure. For a system that may already be dealing with the effects of age-high cholesterol or other conditions, this shock can be the tipping point. It's a strain that can trigger not just a stroke, but other cardiac events as well. The quiet solitude of the bathroom can hide the fact that your body is in the middle of a physiological war. Now, you may have heard about a study from Japan that suggested regular hot baths could be good for heart health and even lower stroke risk. This is a perfect example of why context is so important. In Japanese culture, bathing is often different. It typically involves warming the entire bathroom space, first creating a gradual transition. Furthermore, bathing in a tub where the body is supported and submerged is very different from standing under a shower, where the effects of blood pressure changes and potential falls are more pronounced. The Japanese study is valuable, but it doesn't contradict the dangers of a sudden thermal shock, which remains a scientifically recognized risk. This isn't just about feeling a momentary chill. It's about a hidden stress test being performed on your heart and your blood vessels every time you step into the shower. Threat number 3, the silent dehydration threat. The third threat is perhaps the most deceptive of all, because it happens slowly, silently, without any dramatic sensation. We'll call it the silent dehydration threat. A long, hot shower feels wonderfully indulgent. The steam fills the room and the warmth soaks into your bones. But it's also a surprisingly effective way to lose body fluid through perspiration. You're surrounded by water, so you might not even notice that you're sweating and becoming dehydrated. As we get older, our natural sense of thirst diminishes. We don't get the same urgent signals to drink water that we did when we were younger. This makes older adults particularly vulnerable to dehydration. So what does this have to do with stroke risk? Everything. Our blood is mostly water. When we become dehydrated, we lose water from our bloodstream. This makes the blood thicker and more viscous. I want you to think of it like turning warm maple syrup into cold molasses. It doesn't flow as easily. This thicker blood is much more difficult for your heart to pump through your vessels. But even more dangerously, it significantly increases the risk of forming a blood clot. These clots are the direct cause of the most common type of stroke, an ischemic stroke, where a vessel supplying blood to the brain gets blocked. The American Stroke Association frequently highlights dehydration as an often overlooked but critical risk factor for stroke, particularly in the senior population. This is the threat that doesn't announce itself with dizziness or a sudden shock. It's a quiet process that can set the stage for a catastrophic event hours after you've toweled off and gone about your day. You might feel a little more tired than usual or have a slight headache and dismiss it as just part of getting older. But it could be your body's quiet warning signal that your blood is becoming dangerously thick. This is why the silent dehydration threat is so insidious. It builds up quietly, turning your own circulatory system against you, all under the cover of a comforting daily habit. Now that we've unmasked these three threats, the roller coaster, the shock, and the silent dehydration, let's be very clear. Our goal is not to make you afraid of your shower. Our goal is to make you the master of it, to turn this knowledge into power. The Guardian's Golden Rules. It's time to move from awareness into action. It's time to take back control. Here are the 5 golden rules to transform your bathroom from a place of potential risk into a fortress of safety and independence. First is the Temperature Guardian Rule. The single most important change you can make is to control the water temperature. Water that is too hot is the primary trigger for the blood pressure roller coaster. According to the National Institute on Aging, a safe and comfortable shower temperature for seniors is generally considered to be below 105 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 41 degrees Celsius. Anything hotter not only increases the risk of blood pressure drops, but also the risk of scalds on thinning skin. You don't need a special thermometer. Use the old-fashioned parent test. Test the water with your elbow or wrist, not your hand, as they are more sensitive to heat. If it feels too hot for them, it is too hot for your body. For a truly worry-free solution, you can have a plumber install an anti-scald tempering valve. Think of it as a high-tech guardian for your shower, ensuring the water never reaches a dangerous temperature. Second, we have the Bridge the Gap rule. This rule is all about preventing thermal shock. Before you even think about getting in the shower, prepare the environment. Close the bathroom door and run the shower on hot for a few minutes before you get in. This allows steam to build up and warm the air in the room. You are effectively creating a warm buffer zone. This simple act bridges the temperature gap between your home and the shower water, dramatically reducing the shock to your cardiovascular system. It turns an abrupt transition into a gentle and gradual one. Third is the 10-minute rule. This rule is your defense against the silent dehydration threat. Limit your shower time. While a long soak feels good, a shower of 10 minutes is more than enough to get clean without losing excessive body fluid. To take this rule to the next level, make a habit of drinking a glass of water before you get in the shower and another one right after you get out. This proactively combats dehydration, ensuring your blood remains properly hydrated and flows smoothly. It's a simple habit that provides a powerful layer of protection. Fourth is the slow and steady rule. Sudden movements are the enemy in a potentially low-pressure situation. This rule is about mindfulness. Move deliberately. Avoid rushing. If you drop something, bend at the knees slowly, or better yet, use a shower chair and a long-handled brush to minimize bending altogether. A shower chair is not a sign of weakness, it is a throne of wisdom. It allows you to bathe safely without the risks associated with standing for long periods or sudden changes in posture. When you're finished, don't just pop right up. Sit for a moment on the chair or a bench after turning the water off. Let your body readjust, then stand up slowly using support if needed. Slow and steady wins the race for bathroom safety. Finally, we have golden rule number 5, the fortification rule. Your bathroom should be your ally, not an obstacle course. This means fortifying it. According to the CDC, about 235,000 people visit an emergency room each year because of injuries suffered in the bathroom. Over a third of these happen while bathing or showering. We can change that. Install professionally secured grab bars in and around your shower. These are not the same as towel racks. They are lifelines designed to support your full body weight. Place non-slip mats both inside the shower and on the floor outside. This simple act provides the traction you need to prevent a devastating fall. Fortifying your bathroom isn't an admission of frailty. It is a declaration of your intelligence, your foresight, and your unwavering commitment to staying independent. Turning your bathroom into a fortress of safety is the first crucial step. In our next video, we'll take this knowledge into the most used room in the house, the kitchen, and show you how to identify and fix the hidden fall traps that might be there right now. Click the video on your screen to continue building your fortress of independence with us. Remember, the thesis we started with: mastering the safety of your daily shower is not a chore. It is a powerful daily act of defending your dignity and preserving your independence for years to come. By understanding these risks and embracing these simple rules, you are not giving up a comfort. You are enhancing it with the peace of mind that comes from being in control. You are being your own best guardian. Before you go, I have a question for our community of wise guardians. Beyond the bathroom, what is one simple change you've made in your home that has given you the greatest peace of mind? Share your wisdom below. Your experience could be the tip that helps someone else stay safe. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition.